entertainment, current events, and Hollywood. Don't miss Creator to Creators, hosted by the filmmaker Meosha, known for the Shudder hit documentary Horror Noir and the acclaimed film Anatomy of an Anti-Hero, Redemption. This show features interviews with filmmakers and creatives from around the globe. Join the fun with guest celebrities and gain valuable insights. Subscribe now and follow Creator to Creators.
Hey guys, welcome to Creators to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is Anabel. Nice.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. I love this your new song. I actually played it before in being able to interview you today.
Okay.
I played it around the house and on the big speaker, and it was just like, wow. I was like, this is a vibe.
Okay. Hope you like it.
Yeah. I before I get into, the ins and outs of your song, tell me a little bit about, your childhood. I love talking about that because I always think that, when we're kids, little things are like little habits we pick up when we're kids, it kind of travels with us into our in adulthood. Um, Tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was that like, and kind of how did you find your way into music?
So basically, I was going to school. I was doing a lot of stuff like after school because my mom used to work a lot. So I was doing sports and music, right? So I was singing since I was like, I don't know, between 4 and 7 years old.
Wow.
And every teacher would tell my mom, like, oh my God, her voice is amazing. She needs to be a singer. But I was just a kid, so it was never a plan for me to be a singer. I
Mhm.
actually wanted to be a doctor
Oh,
until
wow.
I tried one year. And then I saw like to be a doctor, it has to be the only thing you're doing for at least 6 years. So I started singing, like performing some random spots in Spain. And I started to like this shit. So I was like, Mom, I want to be a singer. And that's how I started.
I love it. I love it. Um, were there any inspirations that you had growing up? Anybody that you listened to, or somebody that, or even now, like that you listen to and you're like, you know what? I want to do what they're doing. This is why I do what I do, because
I
they
mean,
inspire me.
as a kid, I was in love with Beyonce,
Oh yeah.
but I wouldn't say, because when I was a kid, I didn't want to be a singer.
Hmm.
So I didn't want that life. I don't know. I didn't even think it was possible. I saw this like so far away from me, like I didn't think it was possible.
Really,
So I would say my own experience, like inspiring myself to be an artist, honestly.
I love
It
that.
wasn't until I started performing that I actually thought of being a singer.
Absolutely. That's incredible. Because I would think, being a singer or travel doing that, being an artist like yourself must be like the hardest thing in the world to do.
I mean, it is, but it pays off.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. When did you move to New York?
So officially, like 3 months ago, but I've been
Nice.
coming back and forth like for 6 years now. And yeah, every time I would come to New York, I was like, I gotta make it happen. I gotta live in New York. I gotta be here all the time. Because every time I go to Spain, I felt like I was losing everything I've been working for so hard, like, So
Mhm.
I wanted to be in New York like for good. So now I'm here.
I love it. What about New York were you like, are you like, was it everything you wanted and more, as far as like when you went to New York, and like as far as like the music and just the people in New York City?
I mean, it was all about the music because that's what I started actually. Because in Spain, it was more like going to school for like, vocal coach and all this stuff. Here, is where I started to like be myself as an artist.
I love
So
that.
that's the only reason why, because I love every single city in the world. Like everybody and everywhere have their own special thing.
Hmm.
So it was not a special love for New York. It was the music and the people that I had around, that I have around. It's just the culture, like when it comes to music.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So tell me about this new release, My Baby, this passionate new track that you have. Tell me about the process of making this and what inspired it.
So yeah, basically, it's one of the first songs that I do, like trying to rebrand myself as an artist. I never did this genre before like that. I was more like into R&B and drill, but still singing R&B. But I felt like I wasn't showing of my vocals as much as
Hmm.
I wanted to. So this song is just like, first of all, it's for me to be like, you're actually a singer, like you can sing. So this song is like showing myself that I can do, you can always do more. And then when it comes to the lyrics and the song, My Baby, it's just a soft, like smooth song, just being, how you say that, vulnerable, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like being able to like tell somebody how you feel about them when it comes to love. I think it's scary nowadays. Even in real life, I'm not like that. I don't think I love them that much. So this song is more like, you know, sometimes you just gotta tell people you love them.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a big thing. Being vulnerable is a you're right, it's a very scary thing, but I think as I get older, I was that way too at one point. Like I was definitely that kind of person that's like, I'm not gonna say I love you first. But as I get older, I'm like, I'm getting a little bit softy and you know,
Yeah, I feel like nowadays people say I love you just to say something, and that's the scary part.
yeah, and it's not they don't really mean it.
Yeah, if you really mean it, I mean, you gotta find a way to let the other people know, and that was my way to tell somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. How involved were you in the process of making this track, My Baby? Where are you in the produce are you in the room where they're doing where the producers are laying down the tracks? How involved are you?
I wasn't in the producing of this song. I'm usually in the studio a lot. So, I mean, every song is different. For this song, I wasn't there when they were making the beat, and I had help and inspiration to write it. Like I didn't write it, like somebody else wrote it for me and then
Nice.
changed the parts that I wanted to change. And, you know, I just feel with this songwriter, there's a connection
Yeah.
and the song shows itself. So
Absolutely. I love that what you said, connection. I think connection is everything when it comes to making music or any kind of creative project, right? Because then I think people will feel the connection when they hear it and they'll, everything works out and comes together in the end.
yeah, I agree. I feel like team is the most important part of any artist's career.
Absolutely. Yeah, because it can either make you or break you, right?
And I
uh,
love what you said like that. But it's true.
right? Because I mean, like they say, it takes a village to create anything, and I think for so long, I remember when I first started doing films and stuff, I would do a lot of stuff my own, but then just things wasn't like exact. I mean, things are good, but it wasn't great. When you have a team, you have different ideas, and people can come together collectively with one goal in mind is just to be successful to make something awesome, right? And I think when you have that like-mindedness together, it elevates everything.
Yeah, like I never had a real team. Like
Yeah.
I was working with a lot of people, but separately, and it was hard to put everybody's opinion and ideas together. And now it's a lot of pressure because of
Mm-hmm.
what I had, but it makes everything easier. And the most important thing for me, you're never alone. You're never by yourself. Like it's never on you. Like totally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that makes you feel like peace in in some moments where it all looks like dark. You see some light in the team, and that's beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it is very much so beautiful. Um, so I love asking this question because again, everybody has, different reasons of why, but the three levels of influence: money, power, and respect. And if you could choose only one of those things, which one would you choose and why?
Money, power, respect. Respect. Always.
Mm,
Yeah.
I like that. It's a good
Yeah.
answer.
Feel like it's the most difficult one to have.
How so?
Because respect is more about how you treat people, how you make people see yourself. It's like everything you do, every step you take, it's like makes a difference on how people see you and
Mm,
treat you. So I feel like it's hard to be stable all the time and know what to say and know how to act and do the right thing. You gotta be selfish, but at the same time you gotta do things for other people.
mhm,
So I don't know. Yeah, I choose respect. It's important. I don't think money without respect makes no sense for me.
mhm.
And power definitely makes no sense without respect.
No, it's a great answer. It's a really good answer. Do you feel like the music world is changing for the better in favor of the artist? It's nowadays essentially it's you can make music from anywhere now and reach people easier than it was back in the day. Years ago it was like records and you had to get this and but now you can create a whole album on your phone.
Right. I mean, I would say it's changing for the best because talented people have more access and have more opportunities to like make it happen.
Mhm,
And then it's true that people without talent, like anybody could just drop a song or a tape but I feel
mhm.
like at the end of the day, um, hard work and talent always win
Absolutely.
sooner or later. Like that's how I feel. But they gotta go together. You cannot be talented and not work, and you cannot. Sometimes you work a lot and you're just not talented, and it just don't happen for you. It wasn't for you. But I
Mm,
feel like now, for people who deserve that, it's easier to get there. So, I mean, look at me. I'm from Spain. I'm in New York. Like, without all these facilities, I wouldn't been able to like even come to New York and work with the people I'm working with.
hmm.
So I'm definitely happy that the world is changing this way. It's for good for some people, bad for other people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
the
it's how you use it, I guess, right?
exactly. Yeah. Who you use it and who you have around always.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's that saying that says when you have a lot, it's better to have quality over, the
Quantity.
quantity, right?
I,
And
I agree. I agree.
I,
A
I think
big
that applies anywhere, like throughout, like just not just creatively, but just in our personal lives.
Yeah, true. Like I used to have a lot of people around when I was younger, and now I'm in the stage where the less the better because sometimes I don't know, it's easier to like handle things if you have the right people around.
Hmm.
And, and trust me, the thing is not I don't want a lot of people around me. I just want the right people around me. And now, right now, it's not a lot of people, but I'm cool with that. I'm better than I was before. So,
Mm.
it doesn't work like that for everybody, but for me, I agree 100%.
I love that. What keeps you what keeps you motivated? I don't think sometimes I know I don't feel motivated sometimes to create or work. But what keeps you going?
My mom
I love that.
and I guess myself because it's like I didn't get this far to just come this far. So get your ass up and do what you gotta do. Like imagine leaving everything you ever known, like your country, your people, family, friends, like even your habits, even the food, everything. I left everything. Imagine doing that and coming here and now one day, all because I'm tired or disappointed or mad at somebody, I stopped doing what I came here to do. It don't make
Mm.
sense. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's myself and then my mom, because she's been next to me all the time. I'm like, I can't stop. She's here for me too.
I love that. That's a beautiful thing. I feel that, my mom is definitely my best friend. So I feel you. Shout out to mom.
Yeah, mom.
That's beautiful. Yeah, no, I think it's so brave for anyone to get up and leave something they're familiar with to go to something that, the unknown. Um, I think that is a universal thing. I think it's at the end of the day, you have to be fearless, and that's what you're doing, and your work precedes itself. It's great content that you're putting out, and I think it was so funny. I was watching some interview, and I think was this Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg said, I just want to, he was at some award show, and he said, it's, think he got some award. And he was like, I want to thank myself. I want to thank me for not giving up on me. And it's true, we
Right.
got
At the
to
end of the
remember
day,
that.
you have yourself like all the time through anything you go through, like it's you. So that's why it's important to take care of yourself, be happy with yourself, and just, understand yourself and love yourself.
Absolutely. Love yourself. What's some things that you do to keep those and to remind yourself, not just like, like for me, I have like my daily prayer, that I talk to God, stuff that helps you along the way. Like what things do you do to keep your spirits up?
Um, Honestly, I don't I just do what I gotta do. Like and the results keep me motivated. So it's
Yeah.
not something I do, it's everything I do.
Mm,
And when things go right, of course, it's easy to like be motivated. When things go wrong, you just gotta convince yourself you can do better and you can do more. So just go do it.
absolutely. I love that. That's it's just what it is. So hey, I love that. That's awesome.
Everybody's like, you don't have a plan B just in case things don't work out. I'm like, things are gonna work out as long as I keep working for it. Like I don't even think about like changing my life right now. I love where I'm at and I'm proud of myself and I'm gonna keep doing things the way I do things because it's working.
Yeah, it is. It's working. And it's great stuff. I mean, I love the song. So this is coming out this week, right? This is dropping out
Friday.
Friday. Wow, that's exciting. So how are you feeling?
I'm It's a mix of feelings. I don't even know. Just know I'm here. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm not is sad. Like that's the only thing I would say I'm not. I'm not sad. I'm so happy that things are still working out for me. And I'm just excited to see like people's response and again, music is not about how people react to that. But like, as an artist, you gotta you gotta take care of your people too. People who support you gotta be happy with what you do. So I'm just excited and impatient. I just can't wait.
That's exciting. I'm well, hey, congratulations, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I was going to ask you a question about like just what do you want people to walk away from after they listen to this song?
Um, because I know it's an issue now, like to trust people.
Hmm.
I would say if you feel some like a way about somebody, be like don't be scared and just talk to these people. Just say what you gotta say and don't be scared about a reaction or a change in your life. Just be yourself, say what you gotta say, and it is what it is. Like everything happens for a reason. I've always been scared of telling people how I feel.
Hmm.
As I said, this song is like a reminder like you gotta tell people how you feel. You know, you love me, tell me you love me, and just talk your shit, bro. Be you.
Absolutely. I love it. Just being more honest with yourself. I like that. That's a great message for sure. Um, so this one again, there's no wrong answer, but if you could
Sure.
collaborate with any artist, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Oh, living or dead? Because if you say living, it's easy. Like right now, I would love to work with La Rosalia only because we come from the same city,
Nice.
same country, and she's like an inspiration and motivation for a lot of people. You know, in Spain, not a lot of people are into music, so seeing somebody just making it is crazy. So,
Yeah.
but then we think about dead people too. Man, I don't know. I admire so many people. I would be happy to collaborate with anybody I admire, honestly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that was kind of how I'm from Florida originally, so I think it was oh God, what's his name? Flow Rider. I think he's from like Miami, Florida. And he made it out. There's a few other people from Florida that came out of there and did, made it. And like, but when I heard about that, I was just like, wow. It just, it's like it's possible. Anything you could make anything happen with hard work.
Exactly. You could be
Um,
anything you want to be.
that's right. Absolutely. Has there been moments when you felt like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Actually, I had a lot of moments like that, but I had one last year because I was sick.
Oh
Um,
no.
I had like a heartbreak. I was in Spain, and you know, it was like a long time coming back and forth to New York and things not happening. And I was like, Mom, I don't know if I should go back to New York because for what? And that's when Capella called me one day out of nowhere, like, yo, it's our time. We need a song together. When you coming to New York? I was like, I don't know, tomorrow. Let's go. And that was the hardest time of my life. I was in bed for days, crying,
Aw.
just know if I wanted to like keep going with the shit, or at least the way I was doing things, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you got through it. I think that's the thing is when we go through that's the thing about the journey is like whatever we go through that we're equipped to get out of those things. Like we can keep going and get through. And it's also we can that go like, you could pull that with you I don't know, inspiration for your next project, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Like everything inspires artists. That's why we like to live everything with everybody. Like, you know, it's just you take little pieces from everything and just create your own way of showing people what you just learned or you went through, you know, or what you think about something. Like, yeah, I feel like everything and everybody is inspiration nowadays.
100%. Do you feel like the music is is like, when you listen to music now,
Yeah,
it's different and then also very competitive because now, you're when you're putting music out, you're also kind of competing against artists who've been around for many years.
right.
Like the Billboard charts, like even just to get on there, you're competing with like there's a Beyonce or Taylor Swift and you're just like, whoa, like, you know, how do you like
Um,
what kind of what tools do you do to like keep yourself like out there and pushing and
I feel like it scares me most of the times, but like when it's time to show up, it's like they probably felt the same way years ago, right?
yeah,
And they hated. And they didn't know when they started that it was gonna happen. And they just kept going and it happened. So it's like it could not happen to me, but it could happen to me. So I will never know if I stop right now.
right.
So I just gotta push myself harder and do everything I can do just to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And, feel like that's what I tell myself.
I love it. I love it. Do you feel like AI, like I was reading an article about AI and how AI is taking over. A lot of people are embracing it. Some people aren't embracing it. I mean, there's some pros and cons to it all, but how do you feel about AI and the fact that, a lot of people are using it in their creative world?
Um, I mean, on one side is like I love like how modern things go, like, so fast, like out of nowhere you can create just fake shit just like that. And we can use it in the right way. It's just scary that people can use it in the wrong way, but I feel like it happens with everything. So I'm just here waiting to see where it goes. Like I
Yeah.
didn't use it personally, so I can talk from experience. I'm just saying from the outside, that's what I think.
Yeah, for sure. I
Oh
was
yeah.
reading about your collaboration with
Oh yeah.
Ultramega, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, Químico Ultra Mega. Yeah, he's from Santo Domingo, from DR. I
Nice.
actually went there to shoot the video.
Very cool.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was it was amazing. He like I was scared because going to DR like all of a sudden like, but he treated me so like good, and everything worked out the way I wanted. It was so easy to work with him,
Nice.
and it was fire. It was also like a realizing that I'm doing things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not everybody can say they went to the DR to do a music
Right,
video.
right, right.
That's awesome right there. How many days did it take to shoot that?
One day I was there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we went like straight to work.
That is awesome. I love that. The go-getters mentality. What do you think? So, I when I think about like I'm a workaholic. I I'm always doing something, whether that's making a
I
film
feel
or
that. I
doing
feel that.
that. What keeps you what do you think that comes for you? Like how do you or where did that come from?
Um, Again, my mom and my
Oh,
stepdad, they both
nice.
super like hardworking people. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. My mom, my stepdad, like growing up, watching them just working all the time. And
Nice.
yeah, that's it. Also, this job requires hard work. If you don't work hard, it's definitely not gonna happen. So,
It's true.
but yeah, it was not that hard for me to like, work all the time because I'm used to seeing that at home. So yeah, I gotta thank them for that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What advice would you give to, anyone out there that's trying to get into the music industry?
Just if you believe you can do something, because that's the most important thing, you gotta believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if people tell you you're crazy or tell you you're not good enough or tell you what you're doing is so complicated and it's not gonna happen. I always say listen to everybody, but use it the right way. I love when people tell me I'm crazy because of what I'm doing, because then I gotta show you why I'm doing it, you know? So just believe in yourself. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just go hard for it.
That's
Don't let
right.
nobody tell you you cannot do something, especially like if they're not doing what they want to do.
That's true.
Because it
Absolutely.
happens a lot. People be telling you what to do and telling you what you're doing wrong. And then when you find out what they doing, I'm like, wait, why you worry about my life? Worry about your life.
Right.
No, just believe
Absolutely.
in yourself and do what you want to do.
I love that. That's such great advice. Um, when you get to the pearly gates of heaven and your work is done on earth and you meet God, what would you want God to say about everything that you've done on this earth?
Um, that's a hard question. Uh, Damn, I don't know. Uh, a lot of things. I don't know. I would leave this in God's hands. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
That's a hard one. I know. I know.
I'm like, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what would be your answer?
Well, for me, I definitely would want God to say, "Well done. You did good, kid. You did good."
Yeah, probably that. Like, no, you did what you wanted to do. Like, congratulations. Now, talking to people, I would want God to be like, you see this girl? She made it, so you can do it too.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's awesome. Um, thank you so much for coming on. It was such a pleasure talking to you and to hear about
Anytime.
your journey.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, definitely. And again, when is this coming out? Where can people follow you on social media to make sure they can, keep up with everything you got
So,
going on?
so my new single, My Baby, is coming out on Friday, September 13th, in 2 days. So yeah, just you gotta hear the song. It's a hit. Like, I'm so excited. You're gonna love it. You can follow me on Instagram by my name, Anabel Itoha, and pretty much every platform. That's my name.
Love it. Love it. Thank
Yep.
you again. And congratulations and we wish you all the success. And please come back in the future.
Of course, anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.